This week on Jersey Matters, former Lieutenant Governor Kim Guadagno talks about her decision to leave the Republican Party. There is a teacher shortage in New Jersey. How will it affect the opening of schools? First Lady Tammy Murphy tells us about her new initiative to help those in New Jersey suffering with ALS. And we talk with New Jersey actress Siobhan Fallon Hogan about her new movie filmed in Monmouth County. Hello, and welcome to Jersey Matters. So glad you could be with us. I'm Larry Menti. And we begin with former Lieutenant Governor Kim Guadagno, who is now CEO of the Mercy Center in Monmouth County. Kim Guadagno, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for doing this, and congratulations on the new job. And we want to talk to you at length about that and how people can support your new endeavor. But before I get to that, you did make headlines when you...
No.
Yeah,
Larry.
you saw them, right? When you left the Republican Party.
Yeah.
And the question is, I mean, the action is significant, but the why is more significant. Why did you do it?
So really, let's make it clear. I filed a piece of paper telling the clerk in my county that I was no longer a registered Republican. I'm now unaffiliated. That allows me to vote for any person I believe is the best qualified person to run for office. That's what it does in a primary. So I changed my party affiliation to unaffiliated, which represents, by the way, about 2 million people in New Jersey, registered voters. But because I wanted to move on, I want to do service. I don't want politics to have anything to do with service. That's why I'm so excited about the Mercy Center job. But poverty has no politics. People who come to this facility and other facilities like it throughout New Jersey don't ask, what is your party affiliation? And I don't think that should be a part of the conversation. And I wanted it to end. I wanted the ping-ponging that comes with, oh, you're only doing that because, to end, because I want to serve. I want to get up every morning and do what I'm doing now, which is help families survive this pandemic, come out of it stronger, and break the cycle of poverty, which is what's so cool about Mercy Center, by actually educating 5th through 8th grade girls and getting them into great high schools and getting them great education so that they don't end up in the same cycle as generations before them.
Okay, under those headlines were articles that I mentioned a moment ago, and it gave their own reasons as to why you did it. And
yeah.
And did you have a big disagreement with Sean Golden, the sheriff of Monmouth County and the head of the Republican Party in Monmouth County?
I filed my change of registration for the reason I just told you. I want to serve. I have spent most of my professional life serving people. And the best way to serve people in the greater Asbury Park area is to finally convince people this has nothing to do with politics. And that's why I filed it. That's the only reason why I filed my change of registration, Larry. That's it.
Yeah, now I'm a little bit confused, only because in one of those articles, it says that Sean Golden claims that you were fired.
Larry, let me stop you right there. I have never spoken to anyone except you right now about why I changed my party affiliation. I really want to focus on the fact that people are still involved in still suffering from the pandemic, especially here in Monmouth County. Unemployment is still double digit. Hospitality jobs have not come back. These people are still hungry, still need services. And the best way I could find to serve that population was to get out of politics and get back to service. And that's what this is all about.
Yeah, I understand. And you are excellent at this, and I appreciate it, because I told you beforehand I was going to ask you about it. You didn't stop. So I do want to continue with one last question about it. And that is, I just wanted to know, you're saying you didn't talk to anybody, and you're saying, but they obviously talked to somebody. And so
No, I didn't talk to my husband. My husband didn't know.
no, I'm not
My
talking
own
about on your
husband
side. They
didn't know.
obviously talked to
No,
somebody with the Republican Party, or they talked with somebody with the county that told them for some reason that you were let go from the Monmouth County Food Bank, now called
no.
Fulfill.
You know,
And
Larry,
okay, that's fine.
Larry,
You can say,
Larry,
let me
people
just,
can make up and you know this better than anyone. If you read the blogs and believe the blogs, then you get what you get. I'm telling you what happened. I filed a piece of paper with the clerk's office, had no discussion with anyone, not even my husband, who was, by the way, very pleased that I was finally completely out of this. And for no reason other than I wanted to serve the people of Monmouth County, and those are the people that need the most help.
so
And
everything that
that's
was
what I'm
written
doing here
is
at
not
Mercy
true.
Center.
It's not true. All the stuff about you, the political disagreement, because one of them said
I'll say it again.
one of them
Larry,
said
I
that
can say
you
this.
said it was politics.
I
One
can
said
say
you
this.
said it was politics.
I can tell you, and I will say it again and again and again. The only reason I've changed my party affiliation, no one knew about it. I didn't discuss it with anyone. And my personal reasons are because I want to serve the people of the county and the state that I live in and the community that I live in. And the only way I could do that is by, I believe, convincing people that I was not involved in politics. And now I'm unaffiliated, not involved in politics, come to work here in Asbury Park. I'm looking out the window right now every day and help somebody every day. And there is not a lot of jobs you can find that allow you to do that. And at Mercy Center, not only do we help families every day, but we help those girls in the school down the street from here get out of that cycle of poverty. And I can't think of a more valuable job right now that I could do than what I'm doing here at Mercy Center. And I'm really excited by it.
You're never getting back into politics. You're never going to run again for anything.
Nope. Nope.
All right, that
62 years old. I want to do something where we can actually physically see that we're winning the war on poverty. And the way to do that is to give people immediate help. So we have a pantry here at Mercy Center, to give them long-term wraparound services. So we have a family resource center that provides all of those services to people that need it the most. And then this is the most fun part. There's a school for 5th through 8th grade girls down the street that's state of the art, that has longer days, a longer school year, and has 100% success rate in getting these kids into really good high schools so they can go on to college and get good quality jobs. And study after study after study shows that the most at-risk children at this point is the 5th through 8th graders. If you get them then and get them the services that they need, then you can actually break that cycle. And that to me is what called me to this job.
Well, I was just going to ask you about the mission of the Mercy Center, but I think you handled that. You're now the executive director. Where do you want to take this? So what, are there any changes you want to make, or you just want to try to continue what they're doing?
Well, life is very different pre-COVID and post-COVID. So, and right now we're in the middle of COVID. So Sister Carol Henry, 38 years ago, started to work in Asbury Park. She first opened emergency services, understanding that you need to stabilize the family. And then 25 years ago, she opened a school because she also understood, I think, and I don't want to speak for her, but that you got to break the cycle of poverty to really make an impact. For 25 years, that's what they've been doing here in Asbury Park. And I want to continue that legacy. It's an awful lot to follow through on. The Sisters of Mercy have been fabulous here in the community. I'm excited to be able to help them continue their outreach to the greater Asbury Park area as this surge continues here for the people that we serve. I'm going to make sure that everybody else doesn't have a chance to forget about us, the people that still need their help. Like last year, everybody stood up and helped. Well, the people here in Monmouth County, still double-digit unemployment, still looking for jobs, still looking for food, especially as the federal and state services run out. We need people to step up and help people. Remember that there are still a lot of people suffering from the pandemic here.
When you say you need people to step up and help, then you need people to volunteer and send money and contribute. That's what you need.
Same.
And
Yep.
they
Yep.
do that.
So it's mercycenternj.org. mercycenternj.org. Thanks, Larry. And we have volunteers who manage the pantry. We have volunteers who work at the school. There are a lot of volunteers that provide extracurricular activities, like violin playing, computer services, music, gym, those kinds of things. We have a lot of volunteers who work here in one of the 3 buildings in Asbury Park for the resource wraparound services. So they can volunteer. They can, of course, go online and support us, because every single dollar, I think our 990s this year show 90% or more of donations go directly back into services in this community. And anybody who remembers how bad it was last year, try to keep in the back of their mind, it's still bad for the people that are at the unemployed and still looking for work.
Let me bring this all full circle, because maybe I'm just having an aha experience about this whole thing and your new job. And that is, if you're looking for help and you're looking for money in a state, especially that is mostly Democratic, it's best to take the stain of politics away from it and say, we're open to everybody.
Right. I think it's much easier that way. Last year, I have to say, Governor Murphy was very generous with the CARES Act funding that came to address food insecurity on a statewide basis. Very generous with the CARES Act money. And what we need to do is continue raising that profile. Speaker Coughlin is a huge food insecurity advocate. Both of them are Democrats, but I don't think either one think that politics has a place in poverty. I don't think that people who come to the door that's right outside this window right here, they don't say, are you a Republican or are you a Democrat, or vice versa. They just say, are you hungry? Do you need services? Can we help you pay your rent? Can we help you with your victim witness needs? And if the answer to that question is yes, then you should be coming to the Mercy Center, because we're here for you.
Why don't you go ahead and give that that website one more time, and then
it's Mercy. Yep, it's Mercy Center NJ, Mercy Center NJ, and it's right on Main Street in Asbury Park. And we serve. We have a pantry that's open 5 days a week, only one of 2 in all of Monmouth County, open 5 days a week. And we also have wraparound services for utilities and rent and things like that. And then not about a half a mile down the road here, we have a school for 5th to 8th grade girls. And we actually have some openings, tuition free, by the way, openings for 5th and 6th graders right now. If there's a parent out there who knows someone who's out of a job, who'd like to see their kids, go to school early in the morning, get a nice breakfast, have a great curriculum, have a nice lunch, have a great afternoon of activities, and be picked up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon with a longer school year. Just send us an email at mercycenter.nj.org.
Well, you're so good at what you do. Mercy Center couldn't have found a better advocate. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it. I hope you had some fun with me today.
Kim Guadagno, CEO of the Mercy Center. Still to come on Jersey Matters, First Lady Tammy Murphy tells us about her new initiative to help those in New Jersey with ALS. That's next.